Yeah, you ready? So Super Saturday. Hi. Ready? Got your hoop? So if you've got one of these, this is a weighted hoop. This is a power hoop. If you haven't got a hoop, don't stress it. You can still sit down and listen. You can do a little run on the spot. You can do anything. And if you are interested in getting one of these, let me know because I've got a 10% discount code. I've been using these for about 10 years and they've never broken. They're great. Great for helping reduce waist to hip ratio. Really good for switching on the core muscles and really good if you're a bit bloated, a bit uncomfortable. Really helps relieve it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm Emma. Good morning. You ready to go? So I'm going to step into my hoop. I'm going to place my hoop on my lower back. I've got my tummy sort of zipped up. I imagine a zip, internal or external, to wake up my core. All right. I'm going to put my right leg forward. I'm going to turn my hoop to the left and boom, off we go. Now, if you look at how I'm hooping, I'm just pushing my hips forward and back, forward and back. That's it. That's all you've got to do. It's not wiggling like mad. It's not putting loads of pressures on the hips. You're literally just pushing forward and back. Let me just put a quick timer on so I'm not here for ages. Right, you good? So I don't normally go live on a Saturday, but I thought, boom, do you know what? Let's jump on. Let's talk to you guys. I've just finished teaching my Pilates online, and I thought, right, yeah, just do it. Go on. So hooping. Let me just tell you a bit about this quick. So just said to you, fantastic for working your core muscles. Fantastic for helping reduce your waist to hip ratio, and really good for helping if you're a bit bloated, a bit uncomfortable at relieving that. So these are great. Couple of things. If you're pregnant, don't hoop. And if you've got a specific degenerative issue going on with your lower back, don't hoop. Other than that, fantastic. Yeah, great for relieving back pain if it's non-specific. Great for if you've got a really bad tummy ache. The thought of doing this, you'll be like, oh God, really? But it really helps, honestly, I promise. And how simple is this? Just stand there hula hooping. The difference with this, it is a weighted hoop. So it's not just like a kid's hula hoop. Although they're great exercise as well, that's much more cardio. Whereas the difference here is this really does stimulate the muscles. So yeah, and I find it easier to do something when I'm talking to you. If I'm standing there staring into the camera, I feel like a ripe plum. So I should have said lemon actually, because I'm wearing that colour. But yeah, I feel really silly. So I find this a lot easier to do something and then I can talk to you for ages. It's great. Right, it is Super Saturday. How are you? Have you had a fantastic week or has it been a bit meh? Don't know. Our focus at the moment, I'm doing a big focus with my PT clients and with my women wellness course. So I run something as well called MenoFit, Fitter in 15, and that's all online. And we do 15-minute classes and I do nutritional coaching and lifestyle. And part of the lifestyle, we're doing a 7-week deep dive at the moment, 7 weeks. We're on week 1. And it's all about happiness and trying to find happiness in our everyday lives. Now, some of you might be watching me and you might be really happy, feeling fantastic, your life's great, and you're like, what's she talking about? I'm happy all the time. If that's you, fantastic. That is really good. I'm really pleased. But a lot of you have been watching me and maybe you're not quite as happy as you could be. Maybe you're downright miserable. Maybe you're really struggling at the moment. Maybe you're perimenopause or menopause, or maybe you're beyond, or maybe just life feels like it sucks a little bit, you know? So we've got to find ways of being happy. And I also find that through exercise, that's a massive help for me. If it wasn't for exercise, I'd probably be in a lot of trouble. But sometimes you get to a point where you're so low, you don't even want to exercise. You just can't get the motivation to do it. And it's all very well me going, yeah, just come, just do it. And you're like, but Emma, you don't understand, I just can't. So we're trying to find points of happiness throughout the day. And how we're doing this is we're starting, the minute we open our eyes in the morning, we lay there. Before you even get out of bed, you think a positive thought, you think of anything, and you harness that positive thought and you keep it with you all day. If you want to go one step further, you write it down in your journal, your diary, on a post-it note, stick it on the wall and keep looking at it throughout the day. And if you want to go another step further, you'll say it out loud as many times as you can in the day, but you'll also write it down and you'll keep referring back to it. And you just you make that mindset, you decide to change your brain chemistry to be positive. And don't get me wrong, I'm saying all this to you. I've had a really, really tough few weeks. It's been awful. Some of you that watch me all the time know the fur babies. I mean, can you see Teddy? Teddy's sitting there today. The others are sitting over there on the bean bags. So some of you know I love my fur babies. I've got chihuahuas. We did have 11. Unfortunately, we're drastically down to 6. That may sound like a lot of dogs, but it's not when you're used to having 11. So we've had some little deaths in the family, and just lots of things have been going on, and it's just made me feel really, really sad. So I've had to really practice what I preach and really, really dig down on trying to change that positive thought. So when I get up, rather than laying there thinking, oh God, here we go, another day, oh shit, I'm thinking, yeah, here we go, come on. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like dancing around smiling all the time. It's going to take a bit of work, but it's getting me closer to feeling good. It's not about, yeah, God, it's great, I'm amazing, just feeling good. And the reason I'm being honest and telling you this is, it's really easy. You see on social media, you see everyone living their best lives, and you think, oh God, look at them. And you put yourselves under more pressure. Don't do it. All right? It's not always hearts and flowers and all amazing. And I think that's why it's important to be honest. Right, I've been hooping now for just shy of 5 minutes. So I'm going to stop and go the other way. I'm going to catch my hoop. If you were hooping with me, or you're going to hoop, you can just put your legs together, let it drop, and then pick it back up and hoop the other way. The biggest thing I get people saying to me is they can't hoop both ways. They're like, Emma, I can only hoop one way. And I'm like, listen, I get it. It's really hard at first, but you've got to hoop both ways. Otherwise, you'll end up bent over like a banana. And that's not a good look for anybody. So you've got to hoop both ways. Hopefully, I'm making this look really easy. When I first started hooping, I was so bad. I could not keep this thing up. I can do this now for hours. I can walk around, I can stand up and sit down, I can run on the spot, I can do all sorts of things. But when I first got it, honestly, couldn't even keep the thing up for 30 seconds. But it's great. Really enjoy hooping. It's really nice. When you first start hooping, you get a bit sore. Like when you first start riding a bike. So just be aware of that. So just do a little bit, not as long as I'm doing. A minute, 2 minutes each side every other day when you first start, and that's enough. And I said, if you want to know more about these, I've got a discount code. I've only had that in about last year, and I've been using these for like 10 years. So, yeah, if you want a discount code, it's about 10% off. Let me know. So, that's what we're focused on at the moment. You might want to join me. You might think, do you know what? I like her. She's really honest. I'm really open, by the way. What you see is what you get with me. I just talk to you about everything. Today, I'm going to be fairly reserved and just keep it little, just in case there's loads of new ones. You're like, God, that one was mental. Possibly. What else we talked about? So that's what we're doing this week. We're really, really working on happiness and finding different points of happiness throughout the day. I think we spend so much time, as I say, thinking it's got to be all like big gestures or big moments. Sometimes, this is going to sound dumb. I was listening to Mel Robbins, and she was doing this podcast with this doctor who'd really looked into how you feel and happiness and stuff. And she was saying about a glass of water, and I was like, oh, come on, a glass of water. And then I practiced it this week, and I did. I got my glass of water, and I looked at it. I know this sounds stupid, but honestly, when you're feeling really unhappy, this does help. And I was looking at it, and I was taking on board this glass of water, and then I drank it, and I was really thirsty, and I didn't realise it was. And even that water going down my throat, it tasted really good, because I really needed it. And I thought, you know what? There you go. Instead of just thinking I'm living a joyless life, I even enjoy drinking a glass of water. And another top tip, do you all drink water? Do you drink water? I hope you do. If you drink water, not all water tastes the same. Where I live, it's really chalky areas, really hard water. But I don't know if you've noticed lately, my water now smell more chlorine. Even the bath did the other day. I was like, ugh. We use natural charcoal filters. A good friend of mine actually recommended this. So I have a glass carafe in my fridge the whole time. Like water's got natural charcoal in it. So the natural charcoal lasts for about 3 months, and then you boil it for like 10 minutes. You put it back in, it lasts another 3 months. It's really good. And the water just tastes lovely because it takes all the impurities out naturally. Really nice. So there, another top tip for you. Oh, what are you doing this weekend? Anything nice? If you can, get outside. So I was teaching my boot camp this morning. When I went there, it was like 1.5 degrees this morning. I was like, that's cold. But it was the most beautiful morning. Really lovely, bright sunshine, blue skies. And I was like, oh my God, this feels so good. But a few weeks ago, where I was so miserable, I didn't even leave the house. So another thing I encourage you to do is go out every day in daylight, get some fresh air, get some daylight. We need it. It's really important. And if you're struggling, think about taking a vitamin D supplement. Seriously, consider it. It really helps, because especially sort of during the sort of like, you know, autumn and winter, these sort of times. You don't go out as much, you're not getting as much daylight, so you probably do need to take vitamin D. And it's very inexpensive, very easy to take, and you can just top up those levels. Obviously, vitamin D rich foods, etc. as well, but just take a little supplement. It might make all the difference to how you're feeling. You know, we've got this life, and we're not here that long, and it can get really hard, and you can get really sad, and it's such a shame to waste it being miserable, unhappy, or sad, or angry. Angry is another one. It's such a shame, because like life does go really quick. I don't know how old you guys are watching me. I turned 53 at the end of January, and I'm like, oh my effing God, how the hell am I 53? Seriously, it's gone like that. It's really scary, really frightening. And it's a shame we're wasting this precious life that we've got, that in the big picture of things is short. Being unhappy, it really is. So I'm going to really, really dial down and work on that. And each week, so again, if you do want some help, if you want to come and join me, you can join me from wherever you are in the world. I've got a full online portal as well. I've put loads of money into my website. So I've got all of that. It's really easy to access me wherever you are. Do you know what I mean? You know, like sometimes you watch someone and you think, ugh, you know, like, I'll be honest, I do it. Sometimes I'm scrolling through and there's something on there and I'm like, oh my God, really? I never say anything negative, I just scroll past, by the way. But then another time I see something and you like that person. You're like, oh yeah, I really like them. And that's what you need. And that's why we need all different types of people in this world. So if I'm your person and you think, yeah, I like Emma, come and follow me, come and train with me. I've got something for everyone, from the daily challenge, which is like £3.49 a month. That's it. The biggest thing I get at the moment is loads of people have messaged me about working with me, and they're like, oh, is it paid? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's my job. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing it all for free, am I? But I've got something for budgets, honestly. And I honestly think everything else says to you, and I practice this, as in I pay out for, like, I take Balance Oil, which is a fabulous omega-3, because I know I need that. It's an essential fatty acid. I need it. I need it for the balance in my body. I need it for my brain health. I need all of that. And I pay out a month for that and my probiotic gut fibers. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is and really investing in my health. But one of the first things that people don't do is they're like, oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't afford to go to a class. I can't afford it. So I've made sure that I offer something for every level. So monetary wise, I've got something for everybody. So maybe you finding me today was just what it was meant to be, and you're ready and you're going to jump in and I'm going to help you. Yeah? Right, we'll stop hooping. And if you're still not, even after all of that, just follow me anyway, and I do hoop most days anyway. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, where did you get the charcoal? Yes, I will. Someone's asked me a question. Michelle Porter, would you mind sharing where you get the charcoal for the water? Yes, I will. I'll put a link up for you. Actually, I think last time I actually checked on Amazon and got them. And there was loads of them, because normally I actually buy them from another company, and I found them on Amazon, and it came with a little packet of 4 charcoals. But I'll find a link and post it for you later if you want. What else? Has anybody else asked me anything? I don't like looking, because last time I did this, somebody was on TikTok, and it was a guy, and he started absolutely slating me. It was really bad. He was going, oh, how old are you? It doesn't actually matter how old I am, by the way, even though I've just told you I'm not bothered about it. But he was like, oh, you're in your 60s, and oh yeah, look at you, and oh, you have Botox. It was really bad. And I was live going, oh my God. And it was like, oh, look, your eyebrows don't even move. Look, my eyebrows do move. Do you know what? My eyebrows always move, but when I try and move them, they don't. Look. Yeah, and it was, but I don't care. Yeah, I do have Botox. I'm actually overdue at the moment. I need to have some more. I didn't have Botox till I was in my early 40s, by the way. But yeah, I do. It's not a secret. Don't try and pretend it. But it's weird that people want to attack you, isn't it? You know, like I just said, you're not going to like everybody you see on social media, but you don't need to be horrible. You can just scroll past. But someone said to me the other day, it's more of a reflection on them than it is you. If someone's mean to you and decides to do that, they must be pretty miserable in their life, mustn't they? Come here, Teddy. You want to come say hello? I'll bring Teddy up. You can have a look at Teddy. So Teddy is our second oldest Chihuahua. So, yeah, you haven't been very well, have you, Teddy? No, this is our little Teddy. He's on steroids, so he's always hungry, aren't you, little poppet? But anyway, so yeah, so you got to meet Teddy, you got to meet me. If you want to know any more about the Power Hoop, let me know. Oh, the other thing, did anybody see that I posted a reel about the natural skincare from Fat Cow? it always makes me laugh when you say Fat Cow. So it's Fat Cow Skincare, and it's basically completely natural skincare. And they gifted me some products to try to see if I liked it, and then if I was happy to, because they gifted me it, just sent them to me for nothing. They then gave me like a discount code for more stuff, and it's 15% off anytime you use it. You don't, it's not even like, you know, like first time orders, everyone gives you a discount and then that's it. No, it's really good. So if you want to try that, it's natural skincare. It's really good as well for people with eczema, psoriasis and stuff like that. But also hormonal women, perimenopausal women. If you notice your skin's changed, I've been really lucky. I've always had really good skin, but now it's just, I'm beginning to, I think it's just wearing out. So I've started using that skincare. So there's a 15% discount for that as well if you want it. So just let me know. I'll help you as much as I can. The other top tip, kombucha. Anybody like kombucha? Have you tried it? Bloody lovely. And if any of you are trying to knock alcohol on the head, that's another massive top tip. Alcohol, you know, some of you might love it. I'm really lucky. That's the one thing I don't like, alcohol. Love chocolate, don't like alcohol. If you're trying not to, because for perimenopausal, menopausal women, I'll be honest, you might as well just forget drinking alcohol. It just makes you feel so rough and it knocks the balance out of your body. It's awful. But if you're trying to ease yourself off, if you have like a nice glass of kombucha in the evening, you almost feel like you're having a glass of sparkling wine or something. It's really, really nice. And I get mine from somewhere called Booyah Vitality. They're a family-run business down in Hastings. So if you want to know any more about that, I've got a discount code for that as well. Oh my God, look at me, the discount code queen. So me and Teddy are going to say goodbye. Bye. Got every nails cut now, haven't you, Ted? Have a lovely weekend. Oh, another one who loves kombucha. It's really nice, really refreshing. And it's a probiotic. But don't forget, guys, we need prebiotics, especially if your gut health is a little bit not so good. I'm really working at the moment on improving my gut health. Years and years of being on the contraceptive pill, which really, really messes with your hormones, really messes with your gut health. I used to get tonsillitis when I was younger, every 6 weeks up until I was like 37. So I've used a lot of antibiotics. That really affects your gut health. So I'm really, really working on rebuilding my gut health. So I'm really into talking about prebiotics, not just probiotics, because probiotics are quite easy to get from your food and etc. Anyway, listen to me. I'm not sharp now, have I? So I've got verbal diarrhea. So Teddy, I'm going to put you down, darling. I'm going to say goodbye. You know, please do drop me a comment, and if you watch this later, you know, stick something in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know how you're going, if you want some help, and if not, if you just want to quietly sit there and watch me, that's cool as well. And maybe I will see you in the week. Tomorrow I won't be going live. Sundays I try not to. Have a great weekend, guys, whatever you're doing. If you want to know anything more about what I've just been talking about, I will come back to you. Michelle, thank you for commenting. Oh, ginger and lemon, nice, very nice. I'll come back to you with the details about the natural charcoal. All right, have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to say goodbye because I've got Instagram here, I've got TikTok there, and I've got YouTube there. So I've got 3 phones going on. Honestly, it's quite scary seeing myself in 3 different images. So anyway, bye guys. See you, Insta crew. Let's try and turn this off. And see you later, TikTokers. And last but not least, my YouTubers, I'll see you soon. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Because if you do, what I do is I release a free class every month as well. So if you go on there, you'll literally get a whole class for nothing as well. But anyway, I'll see you soon. And Michelle, either, as I say, have a look. Oh, I wonder. Oh no, I can't do it because the phone's still. I was going to show you now. I'll put some links up for you a little bit later when this is uploaded. And I'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Bye.